Hello everyone, this is Colleen Lemma, starseed astrologer and spiritual messenger from sacredsoulempowerment.com. Here to do your weekly angel card reading for Monday, January 20th through Sunday, January 26th, 2020. For this week's weekly reading, we'll be using the Power Angel Tarot deck by Radleigh Valentine for the main message for everyone. And your special message card this week, depending on your stone of choice, will be coming from the Crystal Angels deck. So just a reminder, we're almost done with the first month of this new year 2020. So if you haven't already watched the monthly angel card reading, please go onto my YouTube channel and look up that January card reading. That will talk about the astrological highlights of the month. It will talk about the numerology vibration of the month, as well as the year ahead. And it will give us a message from our angels and guides. Also, I want to mention that I have a new venture that has been launched now. It is my new podcast called Empowered Voices with Kathy Munson. And if you want to watch that new podcast, it will be a monthly podcast. I'm very excited about it. You can watch that podcast on our Empowered Voices Facebook page or on the YouTube channel under Empowered Voices. So please make sure that you subscribe, like, comment, follow us. I would love to connect with you in that way. We're going to be talking about various different spiritual topics every month, and also taking your questions and suggestions via the email empoweredvoices11, and that's the number 11, empoweredvoices11@gmail.com. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at our stones of choice for this week's weekly reading. And these are all special intention pendants. They've been very successful for me, and I love wrapping these stones and infusing these special intentions into each one of them through Reiki. The first special intention pendant is turquoise. Now, I'm not going to give you the intentions infused in each one because that has not been done yet, but the energy itself of the turquoise stone is that it improves your mental state and it brings in more positive thinking, joy, happiness, optimism. It helps with intuition and happiness and wisdom, and it gives you a greater sense of self-realization. And then the second special intention pendant or stone of choice, this is a new one. I don't think I've ever had this one before. It's called Chinese Writing Stone, and it's a beautiful black and white stone, and it looks like, with the different patterns in the stones, Chinese writing, which is why it's called Chinese Writing Stone. This helps to access information from ancient times as well as information from your Akashic records. It helps with reaffirmation, realignment, and recommitment on your path. And then the last special intention stone of choice is this beautiful soft pink opal. And the pink opal is a stone that helps to calm and soothe the emotional body, helps to clear the heart chakra of lower vibrational energies, and it brings in a sense of love and peace and hope. It helps to heal old relationship wounds on the subconscious level. So again, your special intention pendants of choice, or I should say your stones of choice, are the turquoise, the Chinese writing stone, or the pink opal. So let's talk a little bit about the astrology for the week. Okay, so on Monday, the 20th of January, it's that time of year where the sun moves out of Capricorn and into the sign of Aquarius. Now, if you remember the last couple of weeks, as we've begun the month of January, and then we had that full moon lunar eclipse in Capricorn. Well, actually it was in Cancer, but all those other planets were in Capricorn opposing that Cancer moon during that lunar eclipse. We had the sun, we had Mercury, we had the Saturn, we had Pluto, we had the asteroid Ceres. The South Node was also in Capricorn, and still is, but now we're starting to transition away from that Capricorn energy just a little bit because the sun now is moving out of that sign and into the sign of Aquarius. So we have a shift, and the Aquarius energy is a humanitarian energy. It's about our hopes, our dreams, our wishes. It's very intellectual. It's very progressive. It works with higher vibrational thoughts and thinking and ideas. It's great for group work or connecting with people that have a similar mindset as you, or a humanitarian mindset that wants to better the world in some way. So this is, again, the beginning of shifting out of a little bit of that Capricornian energy that we have going on. On Wednesday the 22nd, the Sun, newly in Aquarius, is now in a challenging square aspect to Uranus. And this goes into Thursday as well, depending on what part of the world you're in. Now, interestingly enough, with the Sun in the sign of Aquarius, the planet Uranus naturally rules the sign of Aquarius in the zodiac. So that Aquarius energy is all about freedom. And Uranus, the planet Uranus, is all about freedom. So we have a lot of freedom energies here with the Sun in a challenging square aspect to Uranus on Wednesday, Thursday. This is about breaking free of something. This could be a sudden shift in directions that's happening for us, a sudden change in circumstances, sudden changes in relationships, or situations on our career path, life path, situations with money and finances, because Uranus is in that sign of Taurus, which rules our personal resources, including money and finances. So there's some sort of independent, freedom, beat to the beat of my own drum kind of energy here, being your own unique self, that is happening around this time. And then on Thursday and into Friday, we're going to be in that dark of the moon phase, because on Friday the 24th, we have a new moon at 4 degrees of Aquarius. So as we're building up the day or so before, we're in that dark of the moon time, and most of that time is going to be in Capricorn, and then, of course, the first few degrees of Aquarius. The dark of the moon time is a time of inward self-reflection. It's a time of healing. It's a time of really being silent and doing meditation or other spiritual exercise. It's about healing emotions. The emotions sometimes get really strong during that dark of the moon time, because that's the time where the moon is reflecting the least amount of light. So we're really turning within ourselves to look at our own emotional bodies at that time. Now, again, on Friday the 24th is when the moon connects with the Sun at 4 degrees of Aquarius, creating a new moon. So new moons are about new beginnings, a new energy that's being birthed. Now, we're done with the eclipses, because we had a solar eclipse in December and we had a lunar eclipse a couple of weeks ago in January. Now, this is just a regular new moon, but it's following those eclipses. And so it's giving us, again, this sense of hope. You know, your Aquarius rules to me our hopes, dreams, and wishes. So I feel like this new moon in Aquarius will give us this sense of hope that our dreams can come true, that we can move forward on our paths, that we can, again, create these new beginnings, group work, networking, socializing, all of the things that Aquarius rules, progressive thinking, new inventions, new technology, or working with technology, or working outside the box, being unique, being creative in a unique way. All of these things are ruled by Aquarius, which is significant as we connect with this new moon. And then on Sunday the 26th, Venus and Mars are squaring one another. Now, Venus rules the divine feminine, Mars rules the divine masculine. Venus is usually a planet that deals with feminine energies and women, and Mars is a planet that usually deals with masculine energies and men. And so this is the two lovers. Venus and Mars are the two lovers. Venus is in Pisces, and Pisces is this very unconditionally loving, compassionate, almost kind of a fantasy-oriented kind of sign. It's very creative, spiritual. And Mars right now is in Sagittarius, which is inspirational, prophetic, seeing the big picture of things, energetic, charismatic. They're both mutable signs. Venus being in Pisces, Pisces is a mutable sign. Mars being in Sagittarius, Sagittarius is a mutable sign, meaning changeable, fluctuating, not very grounded. And because this is a challenging aspect, we may find that there's some challenge within relationship matters around that time, the weekend that is coming up here. Now, this is not necessarily a long-lasting, but it can be a strong and potent energy. So whatever's going on, make sure that you have clear communication, because Venus in Pisces, Mars in Sagittarius, as I said, these mutable signs, aren't necessarily direct and clear. They kind of sometimes beat around the bush, or they talk around things, and not necessarily even on purpose. You know, sometimes there's just a lack of clarity and a way to kind of expand communication so that things are not direct and clear. So if you're dealing with some sort of relationship matter, a challenge in the relationship, sit down and try to be very grounded, focused, and clear. We still have a good deal of energy in Capricorn. We have Saturn and Pluto in Capricorn. Ceres is still in Capricorn. So we can still find that sense of grounded, focused, serious, and direct communications if we need to. This can be about the two people in relationship being kind of on opposite ends of the spectrum when it comes to a certain matter. And so that's why, you know, it brings about this kind of challenging energy. So again, it's not anything that's long lasting. So make sure that you stay in the heart chakra, that Pisces energy where Venus is, all about unconditional love and compassion. And you know, it's about spiritual and spiritual merging is what I want to say. And so we can really find our spiritual connection with that Pisces energy and stay in that spiritual, or that our higher spiritual selves, when we're dealing with whatever it is that this particular combination brings about for us. Okay, so let's take a look at the message from our angels and guides from the Power Angel Tarot deck. So the first card we have is the Seven of Ariel. And the Ariel suit in this deck is like the Pentacles suit, or the suit of discs in the traditional tarot deck, which deals with earthly matters, deals with career, finances, home, property, our work, you know, service to other people, personal resources in general, all the things that are tangible to us from a third dimensional perspective that we're dealing with. The number 7 numerologically is, to me, a number of self-reflection and going within, and it's a number that's emotional, mental, and spiritual all at the same time. And it's not a number of action, it's more of a number of feminine energy of allowing, trusting, having faith, letting things unfold. Now the message at the bottom of this card says, you have invested wisely, have patience, and wait for the harvest. Review your progress and make plans for your next endeavor. Okay, so this is about not rushing ahead, not making any solid plans, not taking any actions even. And this kind of goes along with that dark of the moon period, the first part of the week. And also because we're shifting into the Aquarius energy, that idea of reviewing, you know, reviewing what has happened since the middle of December, when we had that new moon solar eclipse and some of the changes and some of the emotional situations that it brought about. So it's time to just review and not necessarily make bold plans or take bold actions unless you have to. If you have to make a decision about something, that's okay. You know, go ahead and do that. We have to move with the energy flow in our own individual lives. But if you can see, there's a beautiful scene here. There's flowers all about. We have Archangel Ariel in the background. It's a sunny, beautiful day. And so I feel like there's good things that are coming. You just have to be a little patient, as the card says, and just kind of go within and connect with your higher soul self and ask your higher soul self, do I wait? Do I make a decision? Do I move forward? Where have I been? Where am I going to? What do I want? You know, kind of ask some of those questions and then have faith and trust that all of this beauty, this harvest that they're talking about, is coming to you. And again, we have a new moon this week, which is going to set off a new direction, set off a new beginning towards some of this harvest energy, towards some of these blessings. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at the next card here. And 2 cards came out for the second card. So the first of those, I guess I'm still being pulled back here for a moment because they want me to, our angels and guides want me to mention that this man is holding a staff with a crystal. And to me, I keep hearing magic or magical energy with that crystal. So know that you can, first of all, you can set intentions with the new moon. You can set intentions anytime, but know that there's some sort of magical energy that you possess, because this man is holding onto the staff with the crystal. So you possess some sort of magical energy to create this abundance and prosperity and this harvest for yourself. Okay, let's take a look at this card here. Okay, we have Major Arcana 0, Leap of Faith with Archangel Metatron. Now, in the traditional tarot, this is the Fool card, the first of the major arcana, a time of trust and faith again. So we have that idea of trust and faith that's prominent now. With the Fool card, or with the Leap of Faith card, you are literally taking a leap of faith. There's a new beginning. You might not know what the new beginning is, but you're willing to move forward and take that chance and take that risk. You're willing to make decisions based on your trust and faith to move forward. Now, Archangel Metatron is one of the archangels that is a scribe. He was in earthly form and he wrote down a lot of information. So there could be some sort of writing, publishing, anything that deals with communication, writing, speaking, teaching. But you could need to use your abilities through the word, so to speak, or through communication to move forward in some way. Archangel Metatron is also the archangel that helps us to connect with our own Akashic records. And that can assist us also by tuning into our gifts, talents, and abilities from previous lifetimes, the challenges that we're moving through, and where they might have initiated in time and space through past lifetimes, and what the lesson may be as well. So if you're dealing with some of that, you can call on Archangel Metatron and ask to be connected to your own Akashic records and to be shown what it is that you need to know so that you can take this leap of faith and move forward on a new path. The message at the bottom: believe in yourself, listen to your heart, and do what gives you joy. Now, I just heard a flash that really has nothing to do with this card, but I heard a flash or gained some insight just as I was reading that some of you may be in a relationship, and whether that's a personal partnership or a business partnership, even could be family, but they're talking about that the two people in relationships may be having different goals, or you might have been in a set pattern in the past. And I think this is a result of some of the eclipse energies that we've had. The eclipse energies have shaken a lot of different situations and relationships up a little bit. And it doesn't mean the relationships have to move apart or separate or be done, but in a lot of cases it may mean that there are new ways that we need to operate within the relationship, or we need to take on new roles within the relationship, which might be foreign to the other person and might be uncomfortable even within ourselves, let alone the other person. But when I read this, believe in yourself, listen to your heart, and do what gives you joy, I felt like there were some of you that were needing to expand yourselves out towards your truth. But within relationship, you're used to operating in a particular way or in a particular pattern within that relationship. But it's time now to expand yourself out, follow your truth, be who you were meant to be creative in whatever way that it is that you're being called to be, and have those communications with the other person. Again, whether it's business partner, romantic partner, family member. And it's just time to have an authentic communication and say, I need to do this for myself. This is what I need to do. I need to expand out. I need to take this leap of faith. I need to change my direction in some way. And again, it doesn't mean the relationship has to end, but there needs to be clear boundaries and clear communications with the other person so that they know, okay, this is part of where I need to go next. And let's go ahead and take a look at the next card, but I felt like that was an important piece of information to mention. Okay, so the next card that came out with that is the Three of Gabriel. This is like the Three of Fire, the Three of Wands in the traditional tarot. The number 3 is a very expansive energy, joy, happiness, abundance, prosperity. And of course, the fire element, or the Gabriel suit, is about creative self-expression and putting your energy towards something, being passionate about something. This is a really great card. And the message at the bottom says, prosperity arising from wise planning. Time to take the next step. Optimistic plans that turn out as expected. Okay, so again, it goes really well with the Leap of Faith card because you're moving into a new direction and you're trusting that. Here, it is talking about taking the time, or it's time to take the next step basically. And it does mention wise planning, which kind of goes back to that 7 of Ariel, needing to have patience, be wise about things, reflect on things. But this is going to be a time, whether it's within this week, towards the end of this week after the new moon, or in the weeks to come, you're going to start to expand into more of your creative, self-expressive self, whatever that means for you. It's a time maybe for travel. I see boats here in the background, so there could be some travel involved, and that could be traveling with your mind as well as actual physical traveling. There could be new studies involved, is what I'm hearing. So the number 3 deals with all forms of communication. Again, speaking, teaching, writing. Maybe you're needing to write a blog or write a book or update your website. Maybe you want to take a class, or maybe you want to teach a class. Whatever it might be, there's something here expanding. This is also about networking. I feel like starting to network with other people also, which I feel like is a theme for 2020 anyway, is connecting with other people, collaborating with other people. All right, so let's take a look at the last card here. And the last card is the 4 of Raphael. This is like the 4 of Cups in the traditional tarot. And the number 4 is a number that is secure and solid. It brings in a solid foundation, but sometimes it can be too constricted or too limiting, which is the idea we get here with the 4 of Raphael or the 4 of Cups, because we see this young lady, she's sitting on a beach, she looks forlorn, she doesn't look really very happy right now. And the message at the bottom says, seek out other possibilities, look for the magic in life, and be aware of your own emotions. Again, there could be something relationship-oriented going on, as the Cups card often deals with heart chakra, old emotional wounds, or relationships that we're in. We're feeling maybe limited and restricted, or we're not expressing ourselves emotionally. We're holding on to it. And so we really need to, again, express ourselves, express our truths. If we don't, it's not going to be good for the relationship or for ourselves. And if we do express ourselves and it's not taking well, then at least you expressed yourself. And that's going to, be part of your soul's evolution and growth, basically, as well as allow you to free yourself from holding on to those heavy thoughts or emotions or feelings. This could go along with that Venus squaring Mars towards the end of the week on the weekend, to where, again, you're feeling limited or constricted in some way emotionally. And again, it says look at or seek out other possibilities. Now, again, it doesn't necessarily mean seeking out another relationship, although it could, but this is about seeking out a different way of expressing yourself within relationships, or expressing yourself in general out in the world. This can deal with just your own emotional body and holding on to emotions that need to be released and let go. So call on Archangel Raphael. He's back here in the background. He's waiting for the young lady to turn around and ask for help. So just call him in and ask him to heal your heart, heal the old wounds, or heal the current wounds of situations that might be happening. And seek out a new way of feeling, a new way of expressing yourself emotionally. And again, that phrase, look for the magic in life. Look for the magic. Going back to this guy here in the 7 of Ariel holding that magic staff with the magical crystal. So you have the magic within yourself. You hold on to the magic, and you have that magic, that crystal magic, that any kind of magic, spiritual magic. You have it to make changes in your life. And so now it's time to bring in this beauty, bring in this harvest, expand yourself, take a leap of faith, trust where you're going. And release whatever this is about. Release the constriction and the limiting energies. Okay, so let's take a look at the message from your angels and guides, depending on your crystal of choice. So this is, again, the Crystal Angels deck. We're going to give it a little shuffle. And the first, actually, this card, as I opened my eyes, stood out. So this is for the turquoise people. Turquoise people, sugilite. I love sugilite, by the way. It's a beautiful, deep purple stone. It usually has black flecks in it. Very beautiful stone. Very high vibration stone. Sugilite says, own your divine power. And it says, replace codependent people-pleasing with assertiveness and empowerment. So that really does seem to speak of relationship matters. So some of us may be not owning our power, or maybe we've felt like our power has been kind of usurped and we need to take it back. We need to move into our spiritual power and own our power. And we need to speak our truth. Again, we can be aware of other people's thoughts, and when we communicate, we can have compassion and be kind, but we shouldn't necessarily put our own needs on the back burner and just do people pleasing and not saying things to not rock the boat. I feel like this has been something that's been a long time in coming for some of you, and it's really time to own that power now. Call in that amethyst colored light. Sujolite is the color of amethyst, that deep purple vibration. So call in that purple light to open your crown chakra and receive a download of powerful energies to empower yourself. Look at this angel's head is all opened up, her crown chakra, her third eye chakra, her ear chakras, even her throat chakra here, all opening up to the claircognizance, the clairvoyance, the clairaudience, the channeling abilities, even the clairsentience at the heart chakra. It's time to open up to your power, okay? And again, be more assertive, not in an aggressive way, but in a way of strength, confidence, and courage. All right. So then let's pick up the deck again for those of you that chose the Chinese writing stone. Chinese writing stone people, this one's calling my attention. And this is angelite, which is a beautiful blue stone, angelite. And it says spiritual or religious community. Join with like-minded people for friendship and increased spiritual growth. So just as I was saying, it's time to network with other people, collaborate with other people, partner with other people. Find your spiritual tribe, find your spiritual community that can support you, and perhaps it's a support group type of thing. Perhaps it's a class of some sort. Perhaps it's starting to network out and Facebook message, email, or text, or what have you, phone call with people that you've always wanted to kind of connect with or talk with, or start a relationship with, or maybe it is reconnecting with somebody that has fallen away from your life over the years, but this is definitely a time to, again, find that sense of belonging. This is about finding your sense of belonging with those that are of like mind, that want to support you or that have similar ideas and ideals as you. And call in your angels also, they're saying, angelite. They're saying the angels can be your spiritual support system as well. I feel like we should look for other people as well, finding those other people that we can talk with, collaborate with, but also calling in your group of angels to assist in whatever way that they are there to help you with. I feel like you're being offered some sort of gift or opportunity coming up. The gift or opportunity might come from the new connections or the networking with some of these other people that you might do. So reach out and accept whatever the gift is. Maybe the gift is, somebody's support on a project. Maybe it's even a financial gift of some sort. Maybe it's a collaboration or a partnership of some sort. So whatever that might be, reach out and then receive the gift that is being offered. All right, for those of you that chose the pink opal, I'm going to shuffle this a little bit. Ask for the one on the bottom keeps calling me. I was touching my fingers back there. And this is fluorite. Now, fluorite comes in all different colors. This card happens to be purple. So it could be purple fluorite, although there's other colors in here. There's yellow fluorite, some kind of greeny color, green fluorite, clear fluorite. So fluorite is your stone right now, and the message that goes with it is natural beauty and authenticity. It says, be yourself as God made you naturally attractive. I'm trying to read this, sorry. Be yourself as God made you naturally attractive and lovable inside and out. Boy, sorry about that. The light for me is not that good. So this angel is balancing two spheres, and that's what I noticed right away before reading the message. balancing two spheres, balancing a yellow sphere or yellow, even golden yellow orange sphere, and then a blue sphere. So we're needing to balance the solar plexus chakra energies of empowerment, our sense of will, confidence, courage, maybe even a little bit of our creative self-expression and passion with that orange color in there for the sacral chakra, and balancing that energy with our throat chakra, speaking our truth in an authentic manner, speaking our truth in an honest manner, channeling, communicating. And that could be, communicating through writing as well. Again, the whole idea of writing or teaching also comes into play here. But it's time to channel forth your energies in some way with confidence and with your, sense of passion into some sort of communication or information, receiving information, giving out information in some way, and let yourself be authentic. Be who you are to be. With this card, again, natural beauty and authenticity. Being yourself, because, God made you a unique individual. And all of us are unique. We all have unique gifts and talents. Some of us may do similar things, but we don't do all things in the exact same way. So it's time to just really allow yourself to shine out into the world. So again, we have all these beautiful different colors of all the different chakras here. There's even some pink in there for some unconditionally loving heart chakra energy. So be who it was that you're meant to be. Shine your light in the way that you uniquely are here to shine your light. So I hope everyone has liked this weekly angel card reading. If you're here at the end of this video with me, some of you in the past have mentioned that the volume of my videos is not always the best for some reason. Some of you say it's fine and other people say that they can't hear me very well. I changed to a different microphone for this video, so if you want to give me any feedback on if this does sound any more clear to you or any louder to you, or if it's always been fine or what have you, or if it's still not good, you can let me know. I appreciate that. I'm trying to make the videos the best they can be for you. In the meantime, I look forward to again doing my monthly podcast with Empowered Voices. The first podcast was launched on January 12th. We were actually shooting for January 11th, but it came out on January 12th, and it is up on our Facebook page under Empowered Voices, as well as our new YouTube channel, Empowered Voices. Again, you can email us any questions or suggestions for topics of information in the future that you would like to hear us discuss at empoweredvoices11@gmail.com. I send you all lots of love and light and many, many angel blessings.